Stop thinking red chip structures are safe. If you're a foreign investor betting on Chinese startups through Cayman Islands holding companies, your investment model just got crushed. The recent Meta-Manus $2 billion deal has destroyed the red chip game. Beijing has tightened scrutiny of foreign capital, and the CSRC started blocking overseas listings. As a result, Chinese companies are dismantling their red chip structures and reincorporating in mainland China. Firms like StepFun, Home Original Chicken, Moonshot AI, DeepRoute.ai, and Kling are all affected. Lawyers now say that whether to dismantle is no longer in question. Only how to do it efficiently and cheaply is the focus. A staggering 70 to 80% of companies applying for overseas listings have been told they must unwind these red chip structures. Let me break down what this means for you, and stay until the end for 3 secrets that will change how you view every China investment. I'll admit something. I once thought VIE structures were safe, tested for decades, I thought. Then Meta bought Manus, and everything changed. Today, I'll show you exactly what's happening with red chip structures. We'll explore what red chips are, the trigger event with Meta-Manus, which companies are dismantling, what lawyers are saying, and what this means for foreign investment. By the end, you'll understand why this is a fundamental shift. Let's start with the basics. What is a red chip structure? A company incorporates outside mainland China, typically in the Cayman Islands or British Virgin Islands, and controls a Chinese operating entity through a variable interest entity structure. Companies have utilized this setup to access foreign capital and to list overseas in exchanges like NYSE or Nasdaq. However, Chinese regulators had long restricted direct foreign ownership in certain sectors, making red chips a workaround. Hundreds of Chinese startups have embraced this, especially many of those you've heard of. The truth is, red chip structures were always a legal loophole, working only because Beijing tolerated them. Remember, tolerance is not permission, and it can easily be revoked. So what triggered this crackdown? The Meta-Manus deal changed everything. Meta acquired the Chinese AI startup Manus for $2 billion, and this red chip structure triggered Beijing's ire. The government feared that strategic technology and sensitive data might fall into foreign hands. In response, they tightened scrutiny of foreign capital, the CSRC began blocking overseas listings, and ordered the dismantling of red chip structures. One deal altered the landscape completely, making Meta-Manus the last straw in a series of escalating tensions. Now let's look at which companies are dismantling their structures. This is not limited to tech or AI startups, we're talking about a wide array of sectors. StepFun, a Tencent-backed AI startup, Home Original Chicken, Moonshot AI, DeepRoute.ai, and Kling are all part of this dismantling trend. This isn't just a tech issue, it's a system-wide concern. If you have a red chip structure, you are unwinding it, no exceptions. And what the lawyers say about this? They are clear. Whether to dismantle is no longer in question. Only how to do it cheaply and efficiently. A staggering 70 to 80% of companies applying for overseas listings have been instructed to unwind their structures. Investment banks and law firms are now advocating for Hong Kong listings instead of New York. The message is unmistakable. To remain viable, companies must reincorporate in China or face not listing at all. There is no third option. Let's discuss 3 secrets that encapsulate this entire situation. Secret number 1, the tolerance is not permission trap. Investors made the mistake of assuming that VIE structures were permanent, mistaking tolerance for legal protection. Secret number 2 is the redemption agreement time bomb. Many companies have redemption agreements with investors, which can result in massive share buybacks if a listing doesn't happen by a deadline. The ongoing dismantling of red chips is creating delays that could trigger these clauses. Secret number 3, the Hong Kong pivot reality. Wall Street is no longer the primary destination, Hong Kong has taken its place. For anyone focused on China investments, understanding Hong Kong's listing rules is now essential. So, what should you do with this information? If you're a foreign investor in Chinese startups, your investment model requires a fundamental recalibration. Those structures are vanishing, and Hong Kong is your new exit strategy. For Chinese startups with red chip structures, action is imperative. Dismantle now. The sooner you start, the cheaper and cleaner the process will be. For those owning US-listed China stocks, be vigilant. Some companies may need to restructure. Expect potential announcements, delistings, or reincorporations, as volatility is looming. To conclude, the biggest winners in this upheaval may very well be Hong Kong. New York is out, and Hong Kong is in. Here's my question for you. Do you believe Hong Kong will replace New York as the primary listing destination for Chinese companies, or do you foresee improvements in the US-China relationship? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every response. Like and subscribe if you want more insights into China's evolving investment landscape, and I'll see you in the next video.